I mean, I think it's honest. Look, I already know that Matt and some of the other people at Dodge think I'm just a hater on the EV stuff, and I'm not. I have a BMW i4, which is electric. I have a BMW i3. I've owned the i8. I'm not a hater. I've had Teslas. I don't hate the EV stuff. It just has to be done the right way, right? And they sell that if they're selling that car for $35,000 or $25,000, $35,000, the Charger EV, it'll sell. $85,000, it ain't selling. It's going to be like the Hornet, and it's going to be outside of Mecum auctions and all the different high value classic car auctions where people can sign up to drive and nobody's going to drive them. They're just going to be parked out front.
Oh, the rental car companies are going to take them. The rental car companies is going to take them.
Well, that's the thing. That's going to be who buys them until the rental car companies have cars that go down because they're having software issues and they're no longer making money on those cars. So yeah, Stellantis will get an order like they did the Hornets, but as Avis just found out, Avis is cutting all their Hornets because they're tired. They all bricked. At some point they brick, and it's an easy fix, but it's the fact that Avis has to send them somewhere to a dealer and that vehicle's down. They're not making money on it. Rent-a-car companies don't tolerate that crap. So yeah, they'll buy some of these Charger EVs and they'll stick people in them. And the first time they brick, have an issue, have a software problem, boom, they'll cut the fleet.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like Matt is his own man, and Matt is going to do Dodge what Dodge needs to be done. I think Tim is going to do for Ram what Ram needs to be done. So
yeah,
to me, I think they can make Dodge and Ram great again. If you want to look at it that way. OC
I didn't say it, you said it.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping. Talk to me, OC.
I'll just say what I've been saying forever, which is Dodge needs to remember who their customers are. I think one of the biggest mistakes any business can do is one, put a finance guy in charge. It's like the story about the store that sold soup forever, and it was the best soup ever. Had the biggest lines outside of its building just to get their soup. And then a big giant company or a horrible CEO came in and said, well, hey, look, we can improve our margins by adding 5% more water to the soup. Water it down, we have more soup, less money. And then over time, they're like, look, at the books are getting better. This is great. And then nobody didn't lose any customers. So they go, we'll do it again. Put another 5% of water in that soup. And then pretty soon you're 50% water and nobody's coming to your store anymore and you're out of business. That's, I think, what these finance guys have done to Dodge is they've tried to whittle it down. But what they decided to do is they kept raising the price on the soup while they started taking away. And that's where they've got an $80,000 car that can't keep up with a $55,000 Tesla. They need to get back to figuring out who their customers are. And their customers are all of us that, like, Butter and TK said, I want a cheap. I don't mind how big the car is. Butter, I know you mentioned big. I would have been mad if it came out as some compact, small, goofy thing. A big, huge, audacious car that we can stuff a motor in and we can make lots of really cool natural sounds, but make it cheap. And if they want to do EVs, make them cheap, because the world needs cheap stuff right now. I think we all know that. And then there's the high-end stuff. That's a much smaller market. And it's how people start off. I was looking at buying my daughter an SXT. Literally, when she was 14, I was like, I'm going to buy her an SXT. They were offering so many rebates. It was like 22 grand. Buy an SXT and sit on it and let her have it when she's 16. Now, I walk in a dealership and they're freaking $40,000. Like they're lost their ever-loving minds for a 23 that's still sitting on the lot. They need to get back to where they make these cars cheap and they get them out to the masses, and then it inspires us. I went from an RT to a Scat Pack within 3 months, and then from a Scat Pack to a Red Eye, back to a bunch of Scat Packs, back to a Hellcat, to a Demon, and now I'm sitting here going, what do I buy? What do I buy? I'm not buying this EV thing for 80 freaking grand. But I'll tell you right now, it was $45,000 compared to a Tesla or $55,000. Hell, maybe it's a nice little commuter car or something. But they're marketing to the wrong people.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this time, OC Motivated, the price is high and the interest rate is high.
That's a problem. You're right.
This, yeah. I mean, it's TDH.
An $80,000 car is like $1,500 a month with minimum down drive offs. It's like, come on, man.
I mean, it's the interest rate and the price, and then you got to get insurance for this car too.